Yes, top of the evening, man. You know the vibes. It's the motion guard, man. Happy Throwback Thursday, y'all. Let's see what my thumbnail reads, right? I got the box in there early. That way, when I come on now, I could just, get to this motion talk, right? I have been so locked in, right? That let me set this up, man. That when you lock in and you get focused on you and the things that you're building and becoming, yeah, you catch all the subliminals. Yeah, you will catch all of the subliminals, man. Right? Now I have been locked in, literally like locked in, right? Getting to what I like to call the motion. And I've been catching all the subliminals, and I'm like, damn. That's why if you've been paying attention, I'll be like, damn, motherfuckers really be competing with you. They be in secret competitions. But how can you be in a competition with somebody? Like I really meant this when I was like, yo, our goals and our visions ain't the same. But the internet will expose that, man. And they expose that, man. Cause I've been watching mad subliminals. I'm like, damn, how long you felt that way? You heard? That's why I be on my no jealous fans zone. Like, damn, how long you felt that way? But me personally, like I said, I just been locked in on coming who I am. Cause I felt like now is the time. Right? I'm a plug. I'm a connection. That's why I always be on my shit now with the how is my content looking now? Because a lot of people wanted me to just be a media guy, right? I was always bigger than a media guy, right? But that's what they wanted to classify me as, right? I'm gonna show you what I'm about right here. Um, Goods and services, man. You do have options, man. Right? I'm not gonna play the music. But this is it right here. Look, yeah, they had to exit out. Please exit out. You don't gotta stick around. No. Because a lot of y'all that's sticking around probably the ones that was in competition. Like who you competing against, man? I seen a subliminal today and I laughed. I was like, man, yeah, if you're not coming to the table with none of this right here, see? You see all this right here, man? This is what I'm competing against right here, man. Tunnel vision, Mr. 10%, man. Right here, Mr. 10%, man. Right? Staying in motion. Right? Mr. 10%, man. Smoke and mirrors, man. I'm gonna leave that up there tonight, man. I might even cut off my camera and just talk over that. Now you see how I look. That made him exit quick. Right? That made him exit quick fast, right? You know why? Because like I said, secretly there'd be so many people that be plotting and scheming. They're not locked in on their own vision, right? I've been locked in on my vision, and I want to apologize to those of y'all that secretly been competing or trying to go against me. Go against yourself, number one, man. Go against yourself, man. Because if you are in competition with anybody other than yourself, you need to look in the mirror, man. Get a self reflection. Get a self reflection, man. Right? Because your only competition at the end of the day should be yourself and what you're trying to aspire to do and become. That's why you always hear me now say, how is the content looking now? And that's for all the guys that always were taking subliminal shots, right? At the content. I'm like, yo, how is the content looking now, man? How is the content looking now, man? Right? How is the content looking now? Right? See, the content been fire. It is a lot of y'all wanted just wanted to place that stigma on me as a content creator. So you was always looking for reasons and faults, right? To say, oh, yo, you need to do this, you need to, no, you need to do that. Don't worry about what I need to do. I'm focused on what I need to do, man. That's why I don't be answering the phone a lot of times now. Because I feel like certain phone calls and conversations are just distractions. If we're not coming to the table, or we're not putting a plan together, right? I feel like certain phone calls now with distractions, man. You gotta have tunnel vision, man. That's tunnel vision right there on that table, man. Right? And it's all coming together. Trust the process, man. Right? Trust the process. But like I said, when you get locked in tunnel vision like this, yeah, you catch all the subliminals, man. I'm like, damn, how long you felt that way? Right? How long have you been feeling that way, man? I think maybe if you focused on what you need to do, right? And stop, like, see, that's a lot of people's problems, right? But I know blogging, that's what you do. Blogging is always like, it's basically like gossip, right? But if that's what you are, a blogger, right? And this is leading into the topic tonight, right? Because we watching some of the biggest bloggers now talking about they don't got it. They're falling off. They don't got the money. That's why I was all smoking mirrors. Right? It been smoking mirrors, man. I've been on that type of time though, because I said to myself, like, yo, too many of these guys that are known as influencers, they want to promote and market everybody else, right? They want to promote and market everybody else, but they don't promote and market themselves. See, I think that's where I upset a lot of people at, because even though I was promoting and marketing different fighters and different stuff, I always was promoting and marketing what you see on that table. What you see on that table, man. Right? I always was promoting that and marketing what you see on that table. Because what you see on that table is nothing but growth in different avenues. I was always promoting and marketing that, man. And that's what I've been on. That's why I said I've been in tunnel vision. And then being in tunnel vision, I really been falling back because I'm like, damn, you're a distraction. You're a distraction, right? You gotta block out distractions, man. Like people who, are distractions. You gotta leave that alone, man. That's a fact, CW. You are absolutely correct, man. Thank you. But I've been having tunnel vision. Yeah, that's a fact, man. You know how you know it is, CW? Because the one that I walked away from, Jackal Fitness was. And this is bigger than Jackal Fitness already. Already. And a lot of these people that's distractions or deters or weights, they know that too, man. They know that too. That's why, like I said, I've been sitting back, just focusing on the content, man. Focusing on the content, focusing on the brand. Mr. 10%, man. Working with other fighters, because like I said, I think for a long time, people been trying to hide me. Yeah, real talk. They've been trying to hide me, man. Because, like, I'm a connection, man. Right? I'm a connection. You feel me? Like, I can make phone calls. Like, I do a lot, man. But I think people was really trying to downplay that, right? They didn't want me to, blossom. Right? They was always trying to put me in a box. Oh, he's media. He's this. He's that, right? Then, real talk. They even try to put me in a box as a wave rider. I'm like, damn. So I'm riding a wave, or I'm riding somebody else's coattail. But when you look, even from the Jackal Fitness days, I've always been promoting my own brands and businesses. Always, right? That's why I'm telling you, I fell back. I got on my tunnel vision, and I was like, yo, these niggas really be throwing subliminals at themselves, because you're not throwing a subliminal at me. Because, like I said, I can show you my product in Vegas. I can show you my product in Memphis. I can show you my product in Florida, California, and so many different states worldwide. That's why when dudes come online and they attempt to troll me, the cowards I'm speaking on, I go hard on their helmet. I'll be like, yo, come out of the darkness. You're in darkness, right? And the sad thing is, you're probably somebody that actually knows me. But you got to go into darkness to really say how you feel, because how long you been jealous, right? How long you been jealous, man? But it doesn't even matter, because Mr. 10% is here now, man. I do not work for free, man. I don't, man. My goods and services, right? CW said it best. Let me pin that, man. Let me pin that. Right? And I'm gonna do one even better than pinning it. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna use your comment, CW. But what I'm gonna do is, you know how I do, CW. You know how I do. You know how I do. I'm gonna pin your comment, but I'm gonna use it. But I'm gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers. I think I'm gonna stay up late tonight, man. Cause I'm gonna watch Power tonight, man. I'm gonna be up late, man. I want to watch it tonight. You know, it comes on a little after 12. So I'm gonna watch it tonight, because I feel like last week's episode, it didn't really do it for me. Like, I think, like I said, that probably was the weakest episode so far, right? That probably was the weakest episode. Real talk. CW said, appreciate that. You know, yo, CW, we just getting better, man. That's why these guys that be throwing the subliminals are nervous, man. Because look, they didn't, yo, a lot of things that I do, right? Just like what I'm going through right now with this, I don't even want to speak on it, but you see what them cards said, right? Yo, dudes are so much like focused on, instead of focusing on you, right? That's what I've been doing, right? I've been focusing on just getting to that next gear, right? And my portfolio now is heavy. And people get mad at me for highlighting my portfolio, right? But I think the reason why they get mad at it is because a lot of people didn't want me to be what I am. They didn't want me to be that, man. They wanted, like I said, that's why I killed old buddy and them going through what they going through. Like, yo, don't lie on somebody, man. Don't lie. Like, if you don't fuck with somebody, just don't fuck with them. But don't lie and try to assassinate their character, right? Because at the end of the day, when that person comes out their shell and the lies that you placed on them, or you try to categorize them in, you look like a piece of shit. You do. Not only do you look like a piece of shit, your karma, you curse yourself, man. You curse yourself. And I think a lot of stuff that I'm saying now, how does the content look? You can't lie no more. You can't hide no more. There's so many people around that the ones that, like I said, be throwing subliminals at me and others, those subliminals are hitting them. Because, like I said, secretly in the dark, in the shadows, they really been up against us. So CW, when they see guys like you who support the brand, listen, that really kills them, bro. That kills them, man. Because secretly, like I said, they've been plotting. Listen, everything that's on that table, they never wanted to see come to fruition. They never want to see that come to fruition, right? I'm gonna share a quick story, a Jihad Tucker story, right? And I remember WCS told me this, right? And I was laughing, right? A lot of these YouTube content creators, right? They like, oh, they didn't want to support Jihad because of me. And I'm like, you don't want to support Jihad because of me. That really shows who you are, right? Because at the end of the day, all I am is me, right? Jihad is the fighter, right? I come on here and talk shit like I'm looking for another Jihad Tucker right now, but not really, not really, because I got something else going on too, right? I've been had mad fighters that really want the source. That's why you hear me saying I'm 10%. Um, I don't work for free. I'm for a fee. But there's been other guys, and I always been on some shit like. But then like I said, I got a lot of connections now, a lot, right? And I don't even speak on. You're just gonna see a lot of shit transpiring. But I always was like, I was looking at fighters that was coming up to me, and I was like, you're not good enough. I'm not even on that no more. You heard? I was really on that type of time. Like, nah, you're not good enough. But now, like I said, I got a network where you don't have to be the creme de la creme, right? You don't. You don't have to be the best of the best for me to really work with you or want to work with you. All you got to do is be a part of what I'm building, and it's up. And that's why what's the saying now? CW, Mr. 10%, man. Bro, 10% for the source experience. I don't work for free. Nothing for free, man. But how is the content looking now, man? How are we looking now, right? You know? Yeah, that's the media challenge. That's my new media challenge, man. If you're media, let me see you do that, right?
Yeah. Yo, what's up? Joe Harris boxing with the Source. Source experience. But what? But what do I know?
Yeah. Shout out to Shanewz boxing.
Yeah, Shanewz boxing, man. Source experience, man. Yo, Sunday is Coach Green's B-Day, man. I think we're going to Hibachi. We always go to Hibachi. I think she got something else planned too, but I know the dinner is Hibachi. It's like, yeah, you don't switch it up. You don't want to do. You've been doing Hibachi for how many years now? You don't want to do something else. Oh, that's Coach Green. And then my birthday is the following. I'm on Easter Sunday, 420, man. 420 is me. 420. Clean like Mr. Clean. Y'all try, man. I mean, yo, CW, I had to come out my bag, man. Yo, tunnel vision, man. That's tunnel vision, man. I mean, how is the content looking now, man? That's that tunnel vision, man. But yeah, shout out to Malik. Malik was on that live with me earlier, man. We was chopping it up a little bit, you know. But I just been sitting back catching all the subliminals, man. Because I'm telling you, I've been having tunnel vision, right? So like I said, when you focus on your goals and your ambitions and dreams, you lock in, right? And then you see like, yo, that nigga was getting at me. Why you getting at me? I ain't. Oh, I know why you getting at me. You really didn't like me. You really don't like me. Okay, I understand. But you should have just don't hide that, man. Don't hide it. You don't gotta hide that, man. Cause like I said, you see what's on that table, man. Your goals, your ambitions aren't the same, man. Right? And that's why I always said it, and I appreciate you, good brother, right here. God is gonna bring people into your circle. He will bring people into your circle, right? That's all you gotta do. You just gotta pay attention to that, man. Right? That's what I do. I pay attention, man. I pay attention, man. You know? Like when I started this media company, I don't know how many years ago, I was focused, man. Like all the people that was critiquing what I do as far as media and all that, I was on that. I was like, all right. That's why I like all of them. I'm doing a victory lap on them for the media shit. That's why I always be on my, how was my content looking now? But more importantly, I'll be like, how was my growth looking now, man? I'm Mr. 10%, man. I have, look, I'm not even, when everything starts hitting the fan, and you see the amount of fighters that I'm really, involved with now, you're gonna be like, damn, I get it. I get why you kept saying Mr. 10%. Yeah, man, that's 10% over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not working for free. I think my catalog and resume speaks volumes now of what I can do on the highest level to the regional level, all across the board now, man. Like I said, I got major connections now, man. I always did, but I like, I'm telling you, I've been locked in on tunnel vision. Dudes is so petty and jealous. They don't know how to build, right? They will try to, like, if somebody knows you're a connection, you would think they would try to connect. You think they would try to connect. But we live in a day and time where everybody wants to be the plug, everybody wants to be the man, everybody wants to be this, but nobody wants to be them. Now, when you look at that table right there, that's me, right? A lot of you guys were mad at me over Earl Spence, just like you're mad at me over Jihad Tucker. Jihad Tucker is him. By the way, Jihad got a fire interview out. Go check that out. He's talking his shit. Check it out if you haven't checked it out. But yeah, you can't be mad at me for being me, man. Right? Yo, one of the dudes that I exposed, who I think I know who that is, man. He couldn't hide his feelings, man. He wanted me to ride Earl Spence's wave. Then he said I dissed Earl Spence because Earl Spence dissed me, and it did not affect what I am or what I became. Then he tried to say I was going to turn on Jihad. Why would I turn on Jihad? Jihad is maybe who I am, right? Because Jihad did numerous interviews, and spoke about who I was, right? How I had connections to make phone calls and do certain things. That was like 5-6 years ago. It's 5-6 years ago. I have built on that now. Like I said, you'd be surprised some of the managers and people that I'm affiliated with now, man. That's why I say what I say, Mr. 10%, man. I think, to be honest now, I got better connections, truthfully. That's why I tell guys all the time. Malik laughed at me when I was like, my consulting fee is $250. It's actually more now. I don't need to be broadcasted online no more. It really is more because I'm only dealing with serious people, man. I'm not dealing with YouTubers and social media, Twitter heads, X heads, TikTok heads, and YouTube heads. You guys are haters, man. A lot of y'all have no look. But it ties into what I said. A lot of you guys been looking up to guys like that coming out now and saying that they was never making no money. The bigger platform guys. The guys that was doing the views, they're saying they wasn't making no money, man. And it's over. So what do you think for some of you guys that have been felonious capers forever on the internet? It's over for y'all. It's been over for y'all, man. Yo, CW, you know those guys? We ain't gonna say their names, CW. But the guys that was mimicking, right? Yeah, he was mimicking. My man Malik said they're the dirty side of YouTube boxing. Yeah, they was mimicking for so long, right? Yo, they got a catalog of dirty, disgusting garbage. Right? Yeah, they was always worried about, you need to do this, you need to do that. Yo, I will put my kids' catalog up against yours. You can't, Joe Deans, you ain't even on my level, man. You ain't even on my level, man. right? You're not even on my level, man. I got a phone call, right? Boots Innocence fighting Saturday night, Boardwalk Hall. You know I could be there, right? I don't listen. I'm tired of covering boxing, to be honest, man. I'm focused on this type of content, expanding the brand, expanding, the empire now, man. Like going to cover fights, that's what got a lot of y'all in y'all feelings now. Because my catalog, even my children's catalog now, when it comes to covering boxing or having access to boxing or boxing content, puts y'all to shame. It puts y'all to shame. Look, my catalog stretches this far back right here. Look.
Hey, shout out to Jackal, man. Jackal Cookies. They been rocking for a long time, man.
Yes, baby.
They been rocking for a long time.
Grown media, baby.
Shout out to Tevin Farmer. That was Tevin Farmer with my uncle in Texas. Jackal Fitness Days, right? Shout out to Tev, man. That's why I say, like, for me covering boxing, I'm good, man. Guys be sending me tickets all the time. That's good. That shit. What's the name? That's good. I don't know. Save it. Look, hold on. Stay over there though, cause you stay over there. I'm gonna show you. Look, Coach Reen. Look, see, spark your kids, man. You see this right here? This is Reen savings right here. That's Reen savings. You got to put the dollars in there. Yeah, well, you can keep your coins in it. This is Reen savings right here. Good stuff. Nah. You want your birthday money? You put it in there.
I do want them to my birthday.
Yeah, put your birthday money in there.
So if you guys want to cash out for my birthday, you guys can go.
But yo, CW, right? The catalog been that heavy, right? So when I say I missed the 10%, you see why, man. I've been plugged in so long. If my uncle was on his lot, he'd tell you, right? He got crazy access to a Tevin Farmer fight in Texas. Off the strength of me, right? And guys is mad that I called myself Mr. 10% now. It is what it is, man. Like I've been listening. A lot of y'all been trying to subliminally diss me forever, but you can't even get in the game, man. You can't look. All you guys that be trying to secretly diss me or compete with me, can you set up a sparring match right now? Can you call somebody, right? Right? And be like, yo, listen, trying to get some work for a fighter. That's why I said I've been a media marketing manager. That's manager shit right there. If I can get on the phone and be like, yo, and I told WCS that, I was like, yo, you should, but WCS, he don't be wanting to play the game like that. But I'm like, yo, you do a lot of managerial stuff too, bro. You don't even realize it. Man. You're like an A&R. You see how I created my own lane. I'm a boxing A&R now, man. You know, I help you get your situation tight, man. I'm the bad guy, right? If you feel like you're being blackballed or they not promoting or marketing you, that's where I come in, man. But I expose that, man. I'll be like, yo, man, what's up with that, man? Ain't the same sandwich, man. But yo, it's 10% though, man. Coach Reen is the coach of the year. Coach Reen did a thing, man. You seen her at the play? My baby did a thing, man. She was rocking and rolling yesterday, man. I got two performing arts, man. Let's see where it goes, man. You know what I mean? They both are in the performing arts. Coach Reen, what was your joint called yesterday? Hawaiian what?
Hawaiian concert.
Hawaiian Adventure Concert, yeah. Yeah, we was there yesterday. That's why I didn't give y'all this live. I'm giving y'all one now, man. I didn't give it to y'all yesterday, man. I was busy. I mean, can't blog all the time, man. You know? But shout out to WCS in the building. Saturday is the fight. Look, I got tickets, man. Yo, the old me, look, I would have sold them joints, man. I don't even want to sell them, man. I don't, man. But see, like when you're listen, when real people really fuck with you, and they not trying to backdoor you or undermine you, you see what happens? I got tickets to the fight, man. I'm like, but I don't know when it is. My birthday is the following week, right? That's my birthday weekend next weekend, man. So I'm like, do I want to hang out? Because Atlantic City is just a ride away, man. You know, do I want to hang out in Atlantic City for the weekend? You know, go to the fights. It's gonna be like 10,000 plus, man. You know, Boots is ready to show out, man. The press conference kind of got me excited, man. You know, because like I said, if you watch my live with me and Malik, the history, right? But I like what Bozy said, right? See, I forgot about that, man. Bozy kind of fucked me up a little bit, right? Because I was like, they confident because of the match. I told you, PBC be getting up on Matchroom. Matchroom be losing. It ain't like the top ranked PBC shit. They confident against Matchroom and Eddie. That's what. But I forgot, right? Because I was like, yeah, Boots was the PBC fighter, but Boots' dad said something, and Tom Brown. I don't think Tom Brown checked it. If he did, I didn't watch the whole thing because me and Malik started kicking it. But he was like, yo, we've been wanting to fight Stanionis. Yeah, we've been right. Yeah, he was supposed to check that, man. He was supposed to Randy Moss catch that, man. Like, yo, what you mean, man? You wanted to fight Stanionis, but he didn't. So I don't know, man. We might be up for something, man. You can't really catch a range off of Boots, man. Boots is like reserved. He don't really say much. He like says the same thing over and over. You got to go off of Pops, man. Pop Ennis, man. But like I said, I'm excited because I'm hoping, especially from listening to a lot of you content creators, that Stanionis has something that makes Boots go to the next level, the next gear, right? But yo, 3 of y'all in here, right? Did y'all catch Bozy's interview? I put a little shout out to Bozy, man. Bozy's my guy, man. Did y'all catch Bozy's interview? Yo, Bozy fronted on that, man. Yo, Bozy knows they out, man. They got the motion, man. See, yo, when you got the motion, that's how you do niggas, man. Right? Yeah, they asked Bozy. He said, y'all don't even want to speak about those guys right now. They doing enough talking, right? Oh, yeah, they don't want to talk about that. Yo, CW, did you catch that? Yo, hold on. Yo, CW, did you catch it? Yo, if you ain't catch it, I got the audio. I'll play the audio right now for you. Hold on, man. Yo, Bozy was in his bag. He was in his Baghdad. We call that Baghdad, yes. Watch. They know the truth. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on, man. They do. Okay. Did you set you off to this? That could be some of your insight. Well, I ain't even worried about talking about him right now. Let's go. I don't even want to put the light on it right now. Yeah, that's the motion word. Yeah, you heard what he said? Yo, they asked him about old boy, and he said, yo, man. Yo, I told you. Yo, the ball is in Boots' court right now, man. Yo, if Boots is successful, no matter how it happens, Saturday night, he's up. That's why Bozy said what he said, man. That's why Bozy said what he said, man. He sees they got the machine behind them, man. Yo, Boots and his win Saturday night. Oh my God. But listen to Bozy one more time. Hold on. Bozy has spoken. Did you set you off to this? That could be some of your insight. Well, I ain't even worried about talking about him right now. Let's go, man. I don't even want to put the light on it right now because they do enough talking themselves. You know what I mean? So they know the truth. You know what I mean? It's like when offense. Ooh, let's go. They know the truth, man. Yeah, they know the truth, man. Yo, the truth is the light, man. That's why I listen, man. We see what the source says, right? What's one of the source's lines, man? Can't lie no more, man. Yo, lies always got to switch up, man. Yo, Bozy was in his bag, man. Look, I'm going to let Bozy say it, man. Bozy was in his bag, man. Tunnel vision, man. You know what I mean? Bozy was in his bag, man. How is the content looking now?
So much amount of money and turned it down. 750, 1.5, 1.7.
What? Yo, what? Hold on, Bozy. Chill. Chill, Bozy. Chill, Bozy. Don't throw them numbers out there like that. Yo, Bozy's in. Yo, he's on his motion. Like, yo, brother, 750, 1.5, 1.7. Yo, Bozy shit ain't changing, man. Yo, Bozy shit ain't changing.
17, and we only got 100-something thousand. And you tell me there was enough money that what you call Eddie offer you enough money. Well, shit, you only bring 100-something thousand, and they tell you offer you 750,000. Pay Bob, you got to pay this. You have enough money left. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing when you had the 100-something thousand. You know what I mean? Then when you offer 1.5, you can walk away with a nice piece of money. You know what I mean? So don't use that for an excuse. The last one they offered was 1.7. You know what I mean? So come on, man. You know, if you really wanted to fight, you should have took the fight.
What?
Now you're getting exposed now. What I mean by exposure, you living off of boots.
Man. Have they been on any interviews? Yo, have they responded to this? Anybody? Has there been a response? Has there been a response yet, man? Because, Bozy came out. Bozy was on his motion, man. Bozy was on his motion. Thank you for sending that to me. I caught that early, man. And I got that content out, man. I was like, damn. Listen. They're going to be mad at me. Are you mad at Bozy? Right. Let's talk now. CW, are they mad at Bozy? They be mad at all the bloggers, right? If a blogger comes out and says what Bozy said, oh, you fuck nigga, you a front runner, you a fuck boy. What about Bozy? What about Bozy right now, man? Bozy handled that with class, man. They asked Bozy, right? I'm gonna bring it back one more time, man. Bozy was on fire, man. Bozy was on fire, man. Listen to Bozy, man. Bozy said he only.
That could be something you're entertaining. I don't even worry about talking about him right now. You know what I mean? I don't even want to put the light on him right now.
What?
They do enough talking themselves.
Man. That's why. See why I said that now, right? Did y'all catch my source? That's why I said, have they responded, man? Has Millie City, the other guy, did y'all get him on there yet? Because, Bozy ain't playing out here, man. Bozy said he don't even want to talk about them right now, man. Know what I mean? But, Bozy said, they use the boosters name, and then they ain't even fighting nobody. Did y'all catch that? See? I ain't even talking about, look, pay attention, man.
It's like when they was offering so much amount of money and turned it down. 750, 1.5, 1.7. And when you it was the most centennial, and we got 100-something thousand, and you tell me there was enough money that what you call Eddie offer you enough money. Well, shit, you only bring 100-something thousand, and so I offer you 750,000. I gotta pay Bob, you gotta pay this, that. But you have enough money left. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing when you have the 100-something thousand. You know what I mean? Then when you offer 1.5, you can walk away with a nice piece of money. You know what I mean? So don't use that for an excuse. The last one they offered was 1.7. You know what I mean? So come on, man. If you really wanted to fight, you should have took the fight. Now you're getting exposed now. You know what I mean about exposure? You're living off of boots. Calling boots name out and all that, and then when it comes down to it, you ain't signing to fight nobody.
Oh, man. Come on, man. See? You see what you hear that? He said, y'all calling Boots' name. And then y'all ain't signing to fight nobody, man. Have they responded, man? Because look, I'm blogging, man. My wife made some curry chicken tonight. Have they responded, man? Anybody, man, sworn in the building, man. Somebody let me know, man. Bozy came out. Bozy had the motion, man. Bozy had the motion, man. I'm talking boxing right now, man. Have they responded, man? Put it in the chat. Shout out to China Brim, man. Put it in the comments, right? Have they responded, man? Bozy wasn't playing, man. I mean, I know it's stay weak, man. You heard? I know it's stay weak. But I like that, man. I like how he handled that, man. I mean, I text the OG. I said, yo, man. I was like, yo, the sauce came out of you, man. I was like, yo, they ain't gonna like you. I was like, yo, the sauce came out of you, man. You heard? I was like, yo, the sauce came out of you, man. Damn. He said they doing all that talking on Boots' name and then they ain't fighting nobody. Woo. How y'all feel about that, man? Come on, man. Yo, it's 5 people over here, man. Yo, that's my number, 5, man. I remember, look, 2 of y'all just dipped out, man. Cause remember the little shitty nigga? He used to always talk that, oh, don't nobody watch you. Nigga, have you evolved yet? Or you're still in your room, fly boy? Nah, put that down. Put that down. Give me that. Give me that. No, give it to me. Give it to me. Has Fly Boy, you know who Fly Boy is, right? That's the guy that was doing the live stream. Yeah. You ever catch that live he did? He probably deleted that shit. He was doing a live. He was doing a live, and it was mad flies flying around him. He was like Pee Wee from remember Pee Wee from Bebe's Kids with the shitty diaper? yeah, you remember Pee Wee? Yeah, it was mad flies flying around him. He was in his room. Yeah, he was doing a live, and the flies was like, zzz. Yeah, they was flying all around him. Yeah, that let me know, right? We don't say nobody's names over here because they'll report the channel. But yeah, that let me know right there. I was like, damn, you know, me being who I am, right? Worker, getting to the motion, Mr. 10%, right? I was like, you know, I'll be at dump sites and all that. I was like, man, that gotta be real junky there. Cause when I go to the dump sites and I'm out there working the roads and shit, that's the flies like that, man. You know what I mean? When I got a dump and I go to the piles and dump sites and shit or the landfills, that's where the flies hang out at, man. They like that type of shit. So when I seen the flies over there, I was like, damn, is that guy at a dump site or something? And they was all around in his room, man. Then I thought about it, I said, oh yeah, he's real shitty right now. That's all that is, man. Sauce, man. The news by Shanewz. How, right? Look, how is my content looking now? Yeah, how's it looking now? Let me know, man. Somebody let me know.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Sauce. Sauce experience. But what do I know?
Got it. Shout out to Shanewz Boxing. Shout out to Shanewz Boxing.
Yeah, CW, you laughing at me? All right, let's get back serious, man. Yeah, I've been in tunnel vision, man. So if it feels like I'm not focused, now I'm just focused on what's on that table and expanding and growing, man. And I think like guys have always attempted to try to blackball me as a blogger. They attempted to blackball me as a media. But now when they see that's not my intention, and this is what they secretly been trying to do, they're all fucked up and discombobulated. That's why I come on here now and I pop mad shit. And if you want to do something, come out of the shadows and do it. Come out of the shadows and do it. That's all I'm doing is doing me. Been doing me. Mr. 10%. See, a lot of you guys been secretly trying to undo me. But in order to undo me, you have to be me. That's what I've always been stressing to people, man. Like too many people Like Malik would say, the dirty side of YouTube boxing, they're not doing them. They're not doing them. Right? They wanted me to go and cover the thing at the Garden yesterday. I was like, I'm good. Right? I don't even want to cover boxing no more like that, man. I don't, man. Like I want a lot of people that will in competition with me to catch up. Word, that's what I want, man. Right? Yo, what's that Kanye song? And Common, I wish I could give you this feeling. I wish I could give you this feeling, right? That's why I want to give y'all that feeling, man. I want to give y'all that feeling, man. Because like I said, a lot of y'all don't have that feeling. You know how long I had that feeling on the media front, man? I had that feeling on the media front, right? We could rewind the tapes, man. Look.
You can beat me, man. I'm a real one. I'm here. I'm waiting. I've been beaten in the amateur. I've taken L's before. We haven't taken L's in years, bro. Because we perfected the game, you know. And when we're in the ring, we're not just fighting and
That's media source right there, man. That's Keith Thurman. He was a unified champion, man. I wish I could give you that feeling, man. I wish I could give you that feeling, man. So when I see guys trying to throw subliminals, I'm like, man, you're not even on my level. I don't even go hard to be media no more, man. I don't even go hard to be media, man. Are you warmed up yet? Right? Yeah, CW, look, you warmed up yet? They ain't even warmed up, man. These guys ain't even warmed up, man. I mean, facts, man. But I just wish they would, get that feeling, man. I'm all listen, man. I'm all about connecting fighters right now, man. To be honest, man. It's Mr. 10%, man. I don't want to really do media work right now. I'm comfortable with doing this blogging, hitting up my people. I done made enough connections in the game now, man. That's why you see I put that content out on my guy today, man. I was like, damn, he is on fire. And I guarantee you that video is doing very well. Very, very well, man. Shout out to Bozy, man. Bozy came out the gate, man. Out the gate. But listen, now I got about 13 more minutes. Give y'all the hour. Bozy was in his bag, man. Bozy told that man straight up and down, man. Y'all don't want to talk about that right now. Woo. That was the hardest lie. Look, man, did y'all catch his source?
I ain't even worried about talking about him right now. You know what I mean? I don't know what to put the light on it right now because they do enough talking themselves. You know what I mean? So,
has he responded, man? Look, you know the channels he frequents, man. They were supposed to look. That's why I said these guys, right? All of these content guys, they not it, bro. This dropped early this morning, right? This dropped early this morning. Listen, real talk. I'm media, right? I could do this media shit too, right? Bozy's my people. I have so many different people's numbers, right? If the shoe was on the other foot, like a lot, that's how I knew the type of time Bozy was on, right? Because when a lot of this was going on, right? But I was like, I don't even want to be messy. I was having information. Like all that he said, that's what I said. To me, lies gotta change, man. I'm listening. I sit back and observe. I always observe. That's why I said I be paying attention to dudes throwing subliminal shots. I just observe. Bozy said 750, 1.5, 1.7. He has not changed. He has not changed, man. And then you see what he even said? We're really, listen. Now, the typical YouTube fan ain't gonna understand because they not no close to the game. But he said something that the YouTubers sit up here, they debate, they argue. He said, you made XYZ for this guy and you still gotta pay. So what you talking about? Right? Now, if you're not in the game, you're not even going to catch that. Because you just, you out here listening to guys, chucking and jiving, But he's absolutely correct, right? Because at that 100,000, right? Right? That whatever he made, don't he still got to pay his manager? Don't he still got to pay his team? Right? He got right. Look, see, but you guys sit on here online and just talk. Ooh, yo, he was absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. He still got to pay his team and people, man. Unless he don't pay them, I don't know. Maybe he don't, man. People move like that. But I don't think they move like that, right? They're a professional team, right? Everybody's supposed to get paid. It's called professional, right? You see, look, that's why guys is mad at me, I guess, because I'm giving away the game right now. When I say I don't work for free, right? I know a lot of content creators are mad at me, right? Because they out here going hard in the paint, man. Yo, if you are a content creator and you cover events, you basically working for free. They have budgets. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it, man. That's why I don't really cover events like that, man. I'm like, come on, man. They have a budget, right? When a lot of you guys go out there, you put out this content. Hopefully your channel's monetized so you're making money. But if you're not making money and you're going out here, you covering events for free, all you're doing is making the promotional companies money. Real talk. You're making them money. And a lot of times they don't even give you a credential to cover the fight. Or they don't even want you to cover, so you're really making them money. Because now you're going to do content and promoting and marketing their fight that you're spending money on to go to. So, you think about that, man. That's why they don't like me too, Mr. 10%. Because I be educating people. I talk too much shit. I'm just being honest, man. I'm somebody that really gained experience, media-wise, marketing-wise. It is what it is, man. How is the content looking now, y'all? I'm about to wrap it up, man. How's the content looking now, man? How am I sounding? Is the equipment better? Is the visuals better? Right? Let me know, man. That table right there is looking good. By the way, man, people are hitting me up for Seamoss, right? One of those, listen, man, one of those bags right there, the bags with my logo on it, $50, man. $50, man. Right? That's wholesale price too for you. Look it up online, man. Matter of fact, look, we can look it up online. I'm probably the best supplier right now. Look, I'm gonna show you something. Look, I'm gonna pull it up online to show you. I'm out in a second. I'm gonna really start charging more. I'm gonna start charging more. Right? Remember my jaws. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look. My jaws. When I was selling my jaws for $20, but now up the prices on those. But look at these jaws right here. What these jaws are going for. Look, $28. $28, right? But I want to show it to you raw. Look. Look what it says. Why is Seamoss so expensive? Seamoss is often expensive due to the harvest process and growing popularity, which drives up demands. Yes, it is. But I want to show you the some of the prices. All right, shopping right here. Look. Now, I'll tell you right here, this is probably the cheapest Seamoss on the, what's the name? They want $10, but I would not mess with that. But look, a $40 jar right here, right? 36, almost $37. But look at the price right here, $135, right? Look at this price right here. $15. But look how much they give you. They ain't probably giving you a nothing. Look. Typically $32, right? Look, 45, 32, right? What did I say? Mine was $50, right? I'm right on code with them. And look, this is 40% off. Normally it's $25, but they're giving it for 40% off. And they probably only giving you they ain't even giving you that much, man. Here's another one, although those is gummies. I want to show the raw right here. Oh, here's one right here. Look, bang. Look at this, man. Look. Look at this, man. This is what I be trying to tell you, man. At Walmart, man. I've been trying to get my shit in the regular stores, but fuck one day. But look, Walmart. This little bag right here. Almost $50, $48.95. Look, another one right here, 1 pound of Seamoss, right? $50. Look at this one right here. Here we go again. 16 ounces. This is 16 ounces, right? $56. $56, right? Look, $61 right here. Come on, man. And y'all complaining about me saying I want 50 for mine? Come on, let's make it make sense, man. Let's make it make sense, man. You know, it is what it is. And I still got the jars too, but I do the jars locally. You know, to my local clientele. Like shout out to my man Les, and all of them. I do the jars locally. But like I try to give to like Gumbo and the others. I try to give it to y'all wholesale like this. Hold on. I try to give it to y'all like this. Now, before I shut down, look, right? Goods and services, Mr. 10%, right? Look, here it is right here. Now, you see those bags that I just showed, right? I'm going to up my prices. Look, this is it right here, the same thing, right? I just showed you. Theirs is going for what? $65. The cheapest was $49, almost $50. Mine is $50. I should up my prices to $60. But look, same thing. Same thing right here, look. See that? Good moss in there. Packed. Right? Same thing. Right? And you can make your own jars with this, right? Make your own jars. Make your own jars with this, man. Good quality stuff. This right here, I tell all my guys, if Gumbo was in here, Gumbo will tell you, this is the real Viagra. Next Sunday, I will be 46 years old. I have never popped a Viagra pill in my life. I don't have erectile dysfunction. I used to be overweight. I still ain't. I still probably need to lose about 30 pounds. I can lose 30 pounds. I never had erectile dysfunction. You know why? Because I messed with this right here. Well, just like that. I take it raw like this sometimes. That's right here. Can't go wrong. Look, the sea salt and all on there. How my man said a house party. Rest in peace to that brother. I think he passed away. He said, this shit right here, had your diesel, had your shit cocked diesel. He was drinking a 40 though. This right here, had your shit cocked diesel. The Moss, man. Seamoss by Shanewz. Right? That was on that table right here. So when they thought I was riding the wave, this wave right here. We about to close out. I hit my album off. $50 right here, man. Can't go wrong. Mr. 10%, look at that. Look at all that moss in there. $50, man. Look. You know, you do have options, man. So do us both a favor. And don't compare us, man. $50, man. No shortcuts, man. Trust me. Your woman will love you for it, man. Make that investment in this, man. How much is Viagra going for it, man? Them pills, right? Why get Viagra when you can invest in this? And it's 92 minerals, man. It's good for a lot of things. But hey, what do I know? How was the content tonight, man? I'm about to wrap it up. I hit the hour mark. Let me know real quick, man. Put it in the chat, man. Let me know, man. Even talked a little bit of boxing, man. How was it, man? All right? Put it in the chat. Yeah, I love showing that to the haters, man. I know that gets the haters, man. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source. Source Experience. But what do I know?
Shout out to Shanewz Boxing.
But yes, this is the Source Experience. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. AKA Mr. 10%. Look at that good salt on here. You see that on my phone? That's that good sea salt, man. Yo, if you make your Seamoss with that, right? I'm going to share a quick formula for you, right? Yo, normally, right, this is what you do. You rinse it off, you soak it, right? You rinse it off, you soak it, right? Let it soak 12, 10 hours. It's going to blow up and expand. Then you boil it. But if you really want to be, I'm going to give you a fire formula, right, real quick. I'm not going to give you everything in it. But yo, take it how I just ate it. See how I just ate it raw and all that with the sea salt? Do it like that. Throw it in a blender, right? Throw that in the blender. Get some watermelon, fresh watermelon. Real talk. I'm only going to give you 3 of the ingredients. The rest, get with me. Like this, fresh watermelon, coconut water. That's the only 3 I'm going to give you. You put something else in there, oh my God. Rehydrate with that. Hit me up for the rest of the recipe, man. Put it in the comments, man. You do have what? Option. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz, a.k.a. Mr. What? 10%. You do have options.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, I Build Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch my outro. Right? Look, this is my new outro now. Right? It's time to switch it up. That's the new outro right here. Right? Because you know what my intro is, right? I can't have the intro and the outro the same. So it's time to switch it up. Check the vibes out now. I done switched it up on y'all, man.
It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you, all you gotta
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.